Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red this Tuesday morning. And still quite a nice day, really. And it's dry. Matthew chapter 25, and we're looking at verse 15. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. Each according to his own ability, and he went on his journey. So, having sorted out 3 of the servants who he knew he could entrust, he made these choices and he evaluated them accordingly, and he saw that one had greater capability over another who also had over another. So there is this diminishing responsibility given to 3 different servants. And to the one who gave 5, it was because he saw in him the capacity to manage well, and he invests in him. To the 2, invests in him accordingly, and to the 1, he invests in him. And of course there are others who were not invested in at all. So each of them had been given a responsibility because they seemed to the master to be those who could be entrusted. Now, he didn't know that they would be trusted or that they could be entrusted, but he anticipated his judgment and he made his choices. Lots of times people ask me questions like, why did God choose the Jews? Or are the Jews the chosen nation? Or are they, as it were, super special to other human beings? And at one level, because they have been chosen, the answer to that question is yes, they are chosen because God chose them. Now, it's not that the Jews themselves are special, actually. It's that God's promise to the Jews is special. And God had to choose a nation, and he chose Abraham, who in effect became the father of the Jewish nation. So the reality of the Jewish nation represents the realization that God made a promise to Abraham, and by default they are the chosen people. But individually of themselves, they are no different from anyone else, as true for anyone, but God chose them. And God has chosen different ways to work through his people over the years. He works through his prophets, and he gives gifts and abilities. He works through those who work miracles, signs and wonders, disciples, apostles, and all kinds. Because God chooses, because God sees in certain people things that he wants to invest in. He's invested in the church, and he's invested in you. So God invests with an expectation that what he's invested in you is going to realize something by way of benefit as it relates to his kingdom. The question is his investment in you a worthwhile investment? Well, we'll find that out tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.